YouTubers, this video is for your regular everyday archer that's looking for the stabilizer market and trying to decide which stabilizer to get. And there certainly are a lot of them out there, and the prices vary from anywhere around $15, $16 all the way up to hundreds of dollars. How do you choose the right stabilizer for you? This video is not for expert archers who can shoot Robin Hoods on demand, and certainly not for archery teachers who can pick up a stabilizer and know right away just by picking it up and feeling it that it's a good one. It's for the everyday archer looking in the market. Now, back in the earlier days of compound bows, what you're looking at is an old Jennings compound. Stabilizers were nothing more than an aluminum tube with a weight on the end, and these tubes are anywhere from 2 to 2.5 feet long, and they screwed into the compound bow underneath the grip on the riser and extended out in front of the bow. Now, what you're looking at is my new Stinger PSE, that's Precision Shooting Equipment, bow. It's the Stinger model. Has the one eccentric cam compound. We're not talking about the bow, though. We're talking about stabilizers tonight. So now you see that rod thing that's right there in the middle of the screen? That's called a string stop. What a stabilizer is a device that it attaches to the riser of a bow, whether that's a recurve or a compound, attaches to the riser in front of the string stop, just below the grip, and that device has multiple purposes, of which there are 4. Number 1 is that a stabilizer absorbs vibration and shock of the shot so that the shot is smoother and it feels more comfortable. The second purpose for a stabilizer is to allow the addition of weight separated from the bow itself, usually by a rod, and that weight out there causes stabilization of the shot to make up for minor variations of unsteadiness, either caused by the bow itself or by the shooter. That's stabilization. The third purpose of a stabilizer is to add weight to change the balance of the bow to make it more favorable in the shot, so the bow doesn't flip backward but rather falls forward. A favorable change of balance. Fourth purpose of a stabilizer is to add to the shooter's confidence, because he or she knows that the equipment will allow accuracy to be maximized. And that mental confidence is a very important feature. Here are some common stabilizers today. Here's an old standby and 2 newer ones. We'll go over these one at a time. First one up is the Limbsaver S-Coil. These are quite common. You see them almost everywhere because they're inexpensive, and what it is the flexibility to dampen vibrations. Not a whole lot of weight. So as a stabilizer, this is basically a shock and vibration dampener. Now, this is a new offering from Truglo. It's the TruTech Carbon Pro, and what it has is a carbon rod and carbon skeleton here for lightness, so most of the weight is in the front. Here's your shock dampening. Got a good flexibility there and absorb the vibration, plus it has 3 1-ounce weights on the end to give it the weight balance change that we like. Now, this is the 8-inch version, and it comes in black and various camo finishes. This is the Truglo TruTech Carbon Pro. And here's the latest offering from Octane, and it is the Balance X stabilizer, adjustable from 7 to 11 inches, and it simply slides back and forth on a center post. You can tighten it up, and what it has is this section is very light, followed by the vibration shock dampening section here that's flexible like all of them, and then it has the weight discs that you can take out and vary the weight as you desire. Those two arrows went right through the slot where the card was. You look at the card and you'll see the two impact spots and the little slot they made, the little bend on the card, both arrows. So YouTubers, it's to make demanding shots like that, and by the way, splitting a card with a field tip arrow gotta be one of the hardest shots there is. We need all the accuracy we can get. And so what a lot of archers do is they want to look into stabilizers. So YouTubers, you're going to hear about a lot of recommendations on how to choose a stabilizer. Go to an archery store, try various ones out, and then decide which one feels best to you. Well, I propose a more efficient way to do it, and here's how you do it. The way that a lot of rifle and pistol shooters do it, and that is you sit down and shoot group after group after group, and then you compare the size of the groups and do a mathematical evaluation, and that's the stabilizer that you would choose, the one that gives you the most smallest groups compared to the other ones. But that takes shooting hundreds of groups. Another way is what I call developing the calling of your shots. And what that means is you've shot enough shots to know that when you let an arrow go, you get a feel for, oh, that one went left. Or, oh, I had a bad grip on that one went right. And sure enough, when you look at where the arrow hit, it did go left. It did go right. That's calling your shot. Not only that, you can feel, oh, I really gripped that one bad. And so you look at the arrow impact, and sure enough, it went farther left, farther right. So you develop a skill of calling your shots. Now once you have that skill, it's very easy. Put on a stabilizer, shoot your shot, and when you can call your shot, and every one of those shots hits where you expect, and not only that, the error is less. Then you know you've got a stabilizer that works for you. And then you simply choose the one that gives you the most efficient lessness for the errors when you call your shot. So you don't make your choices based on what stabilizer looks cool on your bow. Cool doesn't really do anything except it does help the fourth reason for using a stabilizer, but you really want all four. Well, what happened was when I did that, I found that the Octane Balance X stabilizer did the best for me, because when I called my shots, it actually hit closer to the center of the group than I called it. So this is saving me accuracy. Now that's reason number 2, of course, that the stabilizer does stabilize the shot. But number 1, it does also take away the vibration and the shock nicely. So it fulfills that. And when I let go of the bow or release the grip on the bow, my bow now flops forward nicely. So it does the balance thing. And it gives me confidence. So we go ahead and put the Octane Balance X stabilizer on right there underneath the grip. Tighten it up, and there we have it. Now the stabilizer will be compacted down to its 7-inch length when I put it into the case. YouTubers out there, take care. There you go on stabilizers.